Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Aisha Nazir. The topic of today's lecture is operations of the computer hardware. What are the main components of computer? What different types of hardware attached with computer? What type of operations these hardware perform? How the computer perform a task with the help of these hardwares. So let's get started. There are few hardwares that will be further distributed into different categories. So what is hardware? The physical parts of a computer are called hardwares. As we all know that any tangible thing, anything that we can touch is known as hardware. Transistors. Transistors are frequently used in computer hardware architecture. Transistors are basically tiny electrically operated switches that have two states. Either it's on or either it's off. So transistors are usually placed on the microprocessor. Microprocessors work on the basis of transistors. So it's a very important component of a computer hardware. Chips. There are multiple chips in a computer. It can be microchip, or we also call it as microprocessor. This is basically a tiny piece of silicon material that contains millions of transistors on it and other electronic components. The processor, or we call it microprocessor, is also a chip. So what are the hardware components? The first one is the system unit, which we called CPU. Now the CPU consists of several further hardware components, in which the first one is the motherboard. Again, motherboard is again a printed circuit board on which multiple other components are placed, like keyboard, mouse, VGA cards, ports, ROMs, memories, right? All these things placed on the motherboard. So it's a very important component of a computer CPU. The next is CPU, which we normally called it, but when we go in detail, being a computer student, you must know that CPU means the processor, the microchip, which is made up of transistors. So CPU is the processor of the computer, which performs the main operations, all arithmetic, logical, and control all the operations in the computer. This is the CPU, to whom we call the brain of the computer. So it's very important part of a system unit. And the third main component of a system unit are memory, such as RAM, that stands for random access memory, ROM, that is ROM read-only memory, caches, and flash memories. RAM are volatile, while on the other hand, ROM is non-volatile. So all the instructions, startup instructions of a computer, are mostly written on the ROM. We will see these concepts in detail in the coming lectures, inshallah. Then there are multiple ports available on the system unit. There can be expansion slots that basically used to transfer the data between the different components to synchronize the tasks, operations. And then there are secondary storage devices such as the hard disk drives, CD-ROMs, floppy disk, ROMs, etc. There are multiple input and output devices like keyboard, mouse, speaker, printer, scanners, and many, many more. So all these are hardware components. and the other one is the communication devices, that are the basically networking devices that are used for communication in a network. For example, the LAN cables, Ethernet cables, and all the networking devices are part of the communication devices. So the system unit. In the system unit, you can see that this is the picture of motherboard. In this motherboard, you can see that there are multiple components placed on it. Here you can see that this is the processor. These are the different ports. There can be mouse and keyboard plugins, or there is a LAN card port, or there could be a parallel or serial ports that are used to connect the scanner, printer, modem with the computer. So the next is the PCI slot. PCI stands for Peripheral Component Interconnect. That is also known as PCI. It's the most common way to attach add-on controller cards and other devices to a computer motherboard. When we want to add extra modem, sound card, video cards, we use PCI slots. But now, in most of the recent computers, PCI slots are not built in feature of that computers. So the next is CMOS battery. CMOS battery is basically used to update the time and date of your computer. So it's very important part of CPU motherboard. Next is heat sink. CPU or motherboard has unwanted heat. So to observe that heat, we use heat sink, and there is in some systems it has fan too on it. Next is RAM slot. If we want to add more memory, we can do it through it. And the next is power connector. All the power supply in your CPU provides through it. Next is AGP slot. For high definition games, we use to add extra graphical cards on the motherboard. So in short, the motherboard is the main printed circuit board where all the basic components placed. The motherboard holds the CPU, processor that we called it, RAM, ROM chip, VGA, video cards, external modem, external peripheral devices, keyboard, mouse, printers, scanners. All these hardwares are connected on the system unit on the motherboard. This is all about the today's lecture. In the next lecture, we will see all these components in detail. Thank you very much.